Welcome to the third installment of our kitchen remodel vlog. In previous episodes, I showed you how we prepared for the remodel and how much was accomplished on days 1 and 2. Let's take a look at everything that was done on day 3. In preparation for the third day, in order to combat the dust, I continued sealing off doorways. Putting plastic over this doorway kind of cuts the house in half, but you can get between the two sides by going through the garage. I feel like I've subdivided my house into 2 separate units. So this is how we get over to the construction part of it. So what got done on day 3? I'm gonna miss you, wallpaper. No, I'm not really going to. We've got holes. These are for the new flush mount LED light fixtures, and you can see the wiring that they will connect to roughed into place. We're aiming for better coverage of lighting because our old pantry and under the counters was quite dark. That square hole is where the speaker for the whole house intercom used to be. Talk about a technology of the past. Now we just text each other and stream music through our Amazon Echo devices. We sketched out where we want the new switches to go for the under cabinet lighting. Phone jack, bye-bye. The old water line for the fridge is coming up through the floor. We're going to see if we could find a way to bring it up in the wall just to neaten it up and to give us a shutoff here in the kitchen. Those old fixtures were just giant holes in our ceiling, and the new ones are so flush. These fixtures, I believe they're 560 lumens, and they are color temperature switchable. Here's the recessed outlet for our kitchen table light. This was always just a little bit more towards the edge of the table, so we moved that back so it'll be centered. Here's the opening for our under cabinet lighting switch. I haven't really talked about it yet, but we use smart lighting here in the kitchen and in many rooms throughout the house. So this is a smart switch that is Alexa enabled. It provides off and on functionality and also dimming, all voice controlled, or you can switch it right here from the switch. I'll also be using outlets that have USB power wherever I can, because it seems like we're always plugging in devices here in the kitchen. So everything's coming together well. I can't wait until nighttime so I can see what the lights look like when the room is dark. Alexa, turn on kitchen. Yeah, this is nice and bright. And this isn't even the end-all be-all, because we have 2 pendants that are going to go over the cooktop, and we have a fixture that's going to go over the kitchen table. That wallpaper never looked better. So this is officially the end of 4 days of construction, and it's the weekend. I'm glad we're going to have a little bit of a break, but I'm also looking forward to Monday, because on Monday, we are getting a new slider. We're getting a new Anderson door. So I am very pleased with just how bright the kitchen is with the new lights. Alexa, turn off kitchen. Nice. In my previous video, I showed the 45-inch base cabinet that I mistakenly saved to go with a countertop and drawers from a 48-inch cabinet. I've added some 3/4-inch thick spacers using double stick tape to the underside of the counter, and I'll use the larger drawer faces to plug the holes. I think that should hold. And just like that, it came together. I think when the dust settles from the kitchen remodel, I might purchase another cabinet base that has fully working drawers. Right now, those are just acting as covers to keep dust out of the hole. But so far, we're getting good mileage out of this. It's amazing how much you realize you miss these things when you don't have it. Now we do. And speaking of creating temporary spaces that would usually be in the kitchen, our living room coffee and tea station is working out great. Since Sarah is allergic to coffee and the Keurig machines look identical, I've labeled them so I don't accidentally put a coffee pod in the hot water only machine. We're using the pantry for our daily stuff. And we're in here all the time. The other thing that's working out well is having a trash can nearby. And since this is our living room and I don't want to trash the carpet, I have this 24 by 24 plastic, I don't know what you'd call that, just like a work tray. But that's doing very well. That's my surround sound speaker. It normally is on a table over here. But this is working great. And with that, my cup of coffee is ready. Cheers. This is the sliding door we will be replacing. The track hardware is failing and it has very little insulation value. It's also our main window to our backyard, so I'm excited about replacing it. It's the middle of March in eastern Pennsylvania, and after a very cold winter, it's nice to see spring creeping back. The first snake of the spring. How do I taste? They're very excited about our project. Do not come in the kitchen when we have the door out, okay? Deal? All right, deal. We have an understanding. Any home remodel can be stressful for the whole family, pets included. They need to change their habit too, so please make sure they have space that they can feel is their own and give them some extra love. My warmest wishes to all of you for watching, and thank you for joining us in our remodel journey. Talk to you soon.
I fixed it.